Hey friends, Irene Lyon here. Welcome to this video, to this channel, and I've got a little tiny video clip for you today that I want to share that is from an older Q&A I did back in January of 2020, January 30th to be exact. The title of this Q&A, if you want to go back and watch the whole thing in full, and we'll post it below, it is the 5 common myths when healing trauma. And we get into things like breathing and meditation and positive thinking. So check that out. But within this Q&A, I answered a question around expressing emotions in front of children, so kids. And I get into something that might not often be considered or thought about. So if you work with kids, if you have grandkids, nieces, nephews, be sure to watch this. And heck, even if you don't have kids, I think it's still important learning, so have a watch.
You know, there's this thought that we just have to show our kids all of our emotions. That is not true. At a certain age, you can, but when they are young, when they are like under the age of 13, 14, 15 even, we do need to be positive with them. Not in a fake way, but we can't frighten them with our dysregulation. Right? So if you know you are a parent or you work with kids and you have dysregulation and your regulation of emotions is not mature and it is due to old trauma, then be very careful about what you expose your kids to. This is why I'm seeing a lot of kids who are now ending up with anxiety disorders and health problems because their mamas told them too much how sad and angry they were, right? So you've got to shield them a little bit. So you've got to have finesse in this. But if you have a partner, a best friend, a therapist, and they ask you, how are you doing? And it's in your own, privacy without kiddos around, don't say, oh, I'm just fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Like, it's all good. If it's not all good, don't lie. The moment we lie to those that are close to us about how things are, we are putting toxicity back into our system. We're not allowing it to come out. But the kids is a different thing. So I just wanted to add that in there because there's a lot of confusion about how do I teach my kids to be emotionally intelligent and to not have anxiety. You yourself you have to work on your own regulation. That is the magic bullet. That is the ticket to teaching them how to be healthy humans. Is you yourself need to be healthy and in good nervous system check, because they will feel it. If you are putting on a show, they'll know that something isn't right. They can feel that hamster in the cage running, even if you're trying to, not show it to them. So it's all about finesse. It's about differentiation. All of these topics, breath, shaking, cold therapy, meditation, positive thinking, it all comes down to understanding that it's not, breath isn't bad, shaking isn't bad, meditation isn't bad, going into some cold water isn't bad, positive thinking isn't bad. It's that there is this nuance that we have to understand. And the only way to really see that nuance, from my experience, is to work on your own system and get to know the language of your nervous system. So it's really important to practice this stuff. Someone asks, how do you repair after not knowing that you were dysregulated as a parent? Work on yourself. Do as much as you can to provide safety for those kids. And this is going to sound like a joke, but it's not. Put a savings fund away, so when they need to start to do this work as adults, you can offer them money, because right now we need money to do this work. So that's there for them. I have found with kids, it is hard. They're different. You can't enforce therapy on them unless they really want it. And usually they're too young. So this is where really understanding your own physiology. If they're really young, play is super important. If they're teenagers, you kind of got to let them do what they do and just make sure that they stay safe in their general day-to-day. And then when they become adults, just have the intention that they will find their own way. Many of us, many people know that they did things wrong, and that's okay. It's like, yep, that was not the way to do it, and everyone's still alive, and I'm going to work on myself and just in some ways have faith that they will find their way too, just as all of you are here right now.
All right, I hope this little video clip has given you some food for thought, was useful. Hopefully it gave you something to feel into and consider for maybe things that have occurred in the past with little ones, or maybe for those of you who will be with little ones in the future. And hey, maybe if you're an adult and you knew that there was so much emotional craziness in your world, in your household. I hope this has given you a little bit of an insight into why maybe in your current adult life, emotions are tricky to be with or are intense, often triggering. You know, this way in which we see things when we're young, the way we feel things, how we are supported, how we are protected, it all plays a part in how we grow and regulate and find just our place in the world. So thank you for watching this short clip. Again, if you want to watch the long form Q&A, I do recommend it. It was a good one. It's down below in the show more section. And that's it for today. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please be sure to do that. I drop videos every week, and I don't want you to miss a thing. Thank you for being here, and we will see you next time.